The year is 333 BC, a time when the ancient world was in a state of constant flux, with empires rising and falling like the tides. This particular year would mark a significant turning point in history, a year that would see the clash of two of the most powerful forces the world had ever known. Imagine a dusty battlefield, sun glinting off bronze helmets. The air is thick with tension, the ground trembling under the weight of thousands of soldiers. Each warrior, clad in bronze and leather, stands ready, their eyes fixed on the horizon where the enemy awaits. The silence before the storm is almost deafening, a moment of calm before the chaos of battle erupts. Two massive armies face each other, the fate of empires hanging in the balance. On one side, the disciplined and formidable Macedonian phalanx, their spears and shields forming an impenetrable wall. On the other, the vast and diverse Persian forces, their numbers seemingly endless, stretching as far as the eye can see. The tension is palpable, the anticipation electric. On one side, the Macedonians, led by a young king, Alexander the Great. A visionary leader, Alexander had already carved a name for himself through a series of brilliant military campaigns. His ambition knew no bounds, and his tactical genius was unmatched. He stood at the forefront, a beacon of hope and inspiration for his men, ready to lead them to glory. On the other, the Persians, commanded by their mighty king, Darius III. Darius was a seasoned ruler, known for his strategic acumen and unyielding determination. He had rallied his forces, bringing together a vast and diverse army from across his empire. His goal was clear: to crush the Macedonian threat and secure his dominion. This is the Battle of Issus, a pivotal moment in ancient history. The clash of these two titans would not only determine the fate of their respective empires, but also shape the course of history for centuries to come. The stakes were incredibly high, and the outcome uncertain. It's a story of ambition, strategy, and the clash of two worlds. The stakes were high. Both leaders knew that the battle would be won, not just by sheer force, but by cunning and strategy. Maps were drawn, plans were made, and every move was calculated with precision. The battlefield was not just a place of combat, but a chessboard where every piece played a crucial role. Alexander, already a seasoned conqueror, sought to expand his empire. His vision was not just of conquest, but of uniting the known world under his rule. He believed in the power of cultural integration and sought to spread Hellenistic ideals far and wide. His men, loyal and battle-hardened, were ready to follow him to the ends of the earth. Darius, determined to defend his realm, assembled a vast army to crush the Macedonian threat. He knew that the survival of his empire depended on this battle. His forces were a testament to the might and diversity of the Persian Empire, with soldiers from every corner of his vast dominion. They were ready to fight for their king and their homeland. The clash at Issus was not just a battle, it was a clash of civilizations, a moment that would reshape the ancient world. The outcome of this battle would echo through the ages, influencing the course of history and the development of cultures. It was a defining moment, a testament to the power of ambition, strategy, and the indomitable human spirit. Alexander was no ordinary ruler. From a young age, he exhibited qualities that set him apart from his peers. His ambition was boundless, and his intellect sharp and inquisitive. Born in Pella, the capital of Macedon, in 356 BC, he was a precocious child. His early years were marked by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to understand the world around him. Tutored by the philosopher Aristotle, Alexander devoured knowledge like a starving man at a feast. Aristotle instilled in him a love for philosophy, science, and the arts, shaping his mind to think critically and strategically. He was schooled in philosophy, literature, and the art of war. His education was not just academic, it was also practical. He learned the importance of leadership, the intricacies of battle tactics, and the value of loyalty and honor. At the age of 20, Alexander ascended to the Macedonian throne after his father, Philip II, was assassinated. This sudden rise to power was a turning point in his life, thrusting him into the role of a leader much earlier than expected. He quickly proved himself a brilliant military strategist, inheriting his father's well-trained army and a dream of conquering the Persian Empire. His leadership was characterized by bold decisions and innovative tactics that often caught his enemies off guard. With lightning speed, he swept through Asia Minor, defeating Persian satraps and consolidating his control. His campaigns were marked by a combination of speed, surprise, and relentless pursuit, which left his adversaries in disarray and secured his place in history as one of the greatest military minds of all time. Darius III, the Persian king, was a formidable opponent. He ruled an empire that stretched from the Aegean Sea to the Indus River, a vast and wealthy kingdom. Darius was known for his courage and his unwavering belief in his divine right to rule. When news reached Darius of Alexander's advance, he gathered a massive army, intending to crush the Macedonian upstart. He chose to meet Alexander at Issus, a narrow coastal plain, believing he could trap the Macedonians and crush them with sheer numbers. The Battle of Issus was a chess match played out on a grand scale, with thousands of lives hanging in the balance. Alexander, always bold, led his companion cavalry in a direct charge against Darius's left wing, aiming to break through the Persian lines. Darius, confident in his numerical superiority, aimed to encircle the Macedonian army. The Persians, however, had made a critical error. They had underestimated the terrain. The narrow plain of Issus, bordered by the sea and the mountains, negated their numerical advantage. The battlefield became congested, their vast numbers hindering their maneuverability. Section 5. The tide turns. The clash of arms was fierce. The air filled with the clang of swords on shields, the cries of the wounded, and the thunderous roar of battle. The Macedonians, though outnumbered, were disciplined and well-trained. They fought with a ferocity fueled by their belief in their young king. The turning point came when Alexander, in a daring maneuver, broke through the Persian lines and directly attacked Darius's position. The Persian king, fearing for his life, fled the battlefield, leaving his army leaderless and demoralized. The Persian ranks crumbled, their soldiers scattering in retreat. Section 6. The Aftermath. The Battle of Issus was a decisive victory for Alexander the Great. The Persian army was shattered, and Darius III was in full flight, leaving behind his family and a vast treasure. This victory sent shockwaves through the ancient world. Alexander had defeated the seemingly invincible Persian Empire. The victory at Issus opened the door for Alexander's continued conquest of the Persian Empire. He went on to capture Tyre and Gaza, securing his control of the eastern Mediterranean. He then marched into the heart of the Persian Empire, ultimately conquering Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis. Section 7. A legacy forged in conquest. Alexander's victory at Issus was more than just a military triumph. It was a testament to his leadership, his strategic brilliance, and the courage of his troops. The battle cemented his reputation as one of the greatest military commanders in history. His conquest of the Persian Empire spread Greek culture and ideas across a vast swath of the ancient world, ushering in the Hellenistic Age, a period of cultural exchange and intellectual flourishing that lasted for centuries. Section 8. The battle's enduring significance. The Battle of Issus stands as a landmark event in ancient history. Taking place in 333 BC, this battle saw the forces of Alexander the Great clash with the Persian army led by King Darius III. The stakes were incredibly high, as the outcome would determine the future of the Persian Empire and the ambitions of Alexander. It marked the decline of the once mighty Persian Empire and the rise of Alexander the Great as the dominant power in the eastern Mediterranean. The battle was not just a military victory, but a strategic masterstroke that showcased Alexander's brilliance as a commander. His ability to adapt and innovate on the battlefield was unparalleled. It also had a profound cultural impact, paving the way for the spread of Greek language, art, and philosophy throughout the region. The Hellenistic culture that emerged from Alexander's conquests influenced countless aspects of life, from architecture to literature, and even the way people thought about science and governance. The battle is a testament to the power of strategy, leadership, and the courage of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming odds. Alexander's ability to inspire his men, to lead them into seemingly impossible situations and emerge victorious, is a story that has been told and retold through the ages. It serves as a reminder that even the mightiest empires can fall and that the course of history can be changed in a single decisive battle. The Battle of Issus is more than just a historical event. It is a symbol of the ever-changing dynamics of power and the enduring legacy of those who dare to dream big and act boldly. Section 9, Conclusion, Echoes of Issus. The echoes of the Battle of Issus reverberate through history. It's a reminder that the past is not just a collection of names and dates, it's a tapestry woven from the threads of human ambition, conflict, and the enduring quest for power. The story of Alexander the Great and the Battle of Issus continues to fascinate and inspire us today. It's a story of ambition, courage, and the enduring impact of a single battle on the course of history.